Hello and welcome to my March 2013 video game pickups video. I know some of you may be surprised to see this so early because finally I have a chance to release a pickups video soon after the month's finished, so yeah, that's great. But not as many games as in previous months, but what I have got is all pretty damn good, so yeah, let's get started. We'll start with the one 3DS game I bought this month, and that was Tales of the Abyss. Now, I have played Tales of Symphonia on the GameCube, and that was really good. And this, from the combat I see here, it seems very similar. Plus, I try and pick up any game that wasn't originally released over here, this being one of them. It came out on the PS2, I think, both in Japan and the US, but never over here, so when I found out this was being released on the 3DS, I had to pick it up when the price was decent enough, and yeah, I look forward to playing it at some point. Next up we have some PS3 games. The first one is Rayman Origins. This was a game that I wanted to pick up initially when it was first released, actually on the 360. But then it was announced that this game didn't have online co-op, and myself and my friends were sort of very disappointed with that because we would love the opportunity to do this like 4-player online. I think that would be really cool. So yeah, I sort of forgot about it for like ages, and then just recently I saw the footage for Rayman Returns, is it? I think it's called, the new one. And oh no, Rayman Legends, that's it. So I don't know what I'm talking about. But yeah, it gave me the urge to pick up this game, and I thought I might as well get the PS3 version, because then it's just going to be me playing it. So yeah, I look forward to playing it. It looks, I mean, from when it was initially announced, I love the whole visual style of this. So yeah, I can't wait to see how it plays. I hear it's quite tough as well. So but yeah, I like a challenge. Next up we have HD Collection, and this is the Zone of the Enders HD Collection. Actually comes with Metal Gear Rising demo now, which is pretty much useless because it's already out. But I didn't really get into the first Zone of the Enders that much, but the second one is absolutely beautiful. Probably one of the best looking, not just PS2 games, but games in general I've played. And the gameplay is pretty decent as well. The story is great, pretty epic as well. And yeah, it's a decent collection for the price. So yeah, definitely recommend it. And speaking of collections, the next one is Hitman HD Trilogy. And this comes with Hitman 2 Silent Assassin, Hitman Contract, and Hitman Blood Money. And yeah, I wasn't really into this series at first with Hitman 2 when I first played that game. I couldn't get past the first level, I was so bad at it. Hitman Contracts I got around about halfway through, and then there was an incident. There was like a mission involving like a bomb on a submarine or whatever, and I just couldn't figure out how to do it. But Hitman Blood Money I completed like about a year and a half ago on the 360, and yeah, absolutely adored that game. I didn't buy the 360 version simply because there were problems with getting Hitman Blood Money to work on there, so I just thought I'd get the PS3 version instead for around about 20. I think it was about 15 quid I got this for, which is yeah, a very good price for what you're getting with it. And finally we have Motorstorm Apocalypse, which I got for fairly, I think about £6 or £7 in HMV actually. Pre-owned, but PS3 doesn't really matter too much because you have to practically break the Blu-ray disc in two for it not to work. That's how I see it anyway. But yeah, I finally completed the whole. Well, I completed getting the all the Motorstorm games, and I've actually started playing the first one just recently and really enjoying it. So I can't wait to get through that game, Pacific Rift, and then eventually Apocalypse as well. So and I hear this is like the best one. So yeah, I can't wait to play it. Next up, we have another Wii game, and that is Donkey Kong Country Returns. Now, I absolutely love the original on the Super Nintendo. It's actually one of my personal favourite games of all time. It's definitely it's somewhere in my top 20, definitely. Highly addicted to it, and this seems to sort of follow the same path of the original. Only difference being with sort of Wii controls and stuff like that. But yeah, I can't wait to play it. I'm sure I've seen like footage of it from other people playing it. I know it's like really challenging, but again, I like that challenge. You know, if there was no challenging games, then they wouldn't be that fun, would they? And finally, we've got 360 games. The first one is Lord of the Rings: War in the North. Now, I'll just show you the inside first. There you are. Now, initially, I wasn't really that interested in this game, but a friend of mine who's really into Lord of the Rings lore and all that was sort of begging me to pick it up, and luckily I managed to find a copy in CEX for about £18, and also I sort of traded in a couple of stuff, which meant that I didn't have to pay anything for this game. So yeah, and it's a really fun co-op game. It's quite short, but there are sort of varying sort of difficulty levels, and a lot of it's kind of similar to Borderlands in terms of like looting and stuff, and you get like better weapons and things like that. But it's a third-person hack and slash game, and yeah, it's really fun. I wouldn't recommend it if you want a good single-player experience. I think if you have friends, be it locally or online, then I definitely recommend this game. It really is a lot of fun. Next up, we have Tomb Raider. This is the reboot of the Tomb Raider franchise, and I really enjoyed it. I didn't play the multiplayer because I heard it was shit, so I wasn't going to bother with that. But the single player, while it lasts, it's really good. I will say that once you finish this game once, you really don't want to go back, unless you didn't do all the collect all the items and stuff that you missed. If you collected all the items in the game, there's no reason to sort of replay it all over again, because it's a very linear experience, but at the same time, going through the game the first time is really entertaining, but it's just not worth going through again, in my opinion, anyway. But yeah, I was actually going to trade this in recently, but one of my friends really wanted this, so yeah, I'm going to sell it to him instead. And yeah, I hope he enjoys it. I certainly did. So yeah. And finally, of course, I had to pick this up because it's it's one of the games that I've been anticipating for a very long time, and that is, of course, BioShock Infinite. Now, I have finished this, and I absolutely adore this. This is by far the best game that's been released this year, by a long way. I don't think it's, in my opinion, as good as the original, because I feel that like with the original, it was, it's like your first time going through the game, like this new world, and everything sort of surprised you. And with this one, there are certain moments that do shock you, but not to the same scale. But the attention to detail and the visuals and the sort of variety in the gameplay, with like the vigors, which is the plasmas in this game, and the variety of weapons and such, just keeps you. This is definitely a game you want to play through again. That's what I definitely will say. And the story is absolutely fantastic. I'm sort of on the fence regarding the ending, but I actually don't mind it. I think it sort of makes a lot of sense when you get, once the credits like stop rolling, it sort of, you sort of understand, you get what it's implying, and yeah, if you have not got this, I highly recommend it. Even brand new, it's really worth the price, and I hardly doubt that many games are going to top this. So there will be games that will top this, but you might have to wait a while for that. But yeah, this game is absolutely fantastic. It's definitely one of the best games I played for a good couple of years. And yeah, that's it for my March video games pickups video. I hope you enjoyed it. And yeah, I will see you next time sometime in May. So